How's it going, guys? Welcome to a birthday request video. So as you may or may not have noticed, there are actually two birthdays going on my channel today. The other request is on Idle Threat, and of course this one here, as you can see, is on Jay Limo. So if you want to see my review of Idle Threat, you can check out that video on my channel as well. I plan on uploading both of these birthday requests around the exact same time. So now let's dive in. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope this video improves your day even more. And if anyone out there would like to make a birthday request of their own 1 month before your birthday, so I have enough time to make it. And to be on the safe side, I recommend watching the video in the description below. There's a link to it right at the top. You can't miss it, and it explains to you how to make a proper suggestion and birthday request. So now let's dive right into the review here of Jay Limo. So this will actually be an unboxing of this single because I don't even have a non-lenticular version of Jay Limo loose and out of the package. The only one I have loose is this lenticular version, and as I've expressed before on my channel, I really dislike lenticulars because at times it looks like there are 4 eyes like that right there. With this one, even though the expression is not the best, he kind of looks, I don't know, kind of dull right there, but it's a non-lenticular release. And go over his releases right now. There were only 2 releases of Jay Limo, both in 2010. One as a single non-lenticular and one as a single. It's really cool because of course Jay Limo is based on Jay Leno, of course a TV talk show host, and he made that cameo in Cars 1 that we'll talk about when I open him up. So it's a little bit painful to open up such an old, I mean it's very minor, but you know, if I had to compare them, which I am, this one is the worst out of the 2, so we'll be opening this one after we take a look at the packaging. So I love that art. We got the city background there, RPM logo up top, Final Lap collection with that nice gold and silver foil, Dexter Hoover right there. Jay Limo, and he's number 122. Never quite understood how they numbered all the releases back in 2009 and 2010, but guess they did somehow. On the back here, you can see a bunch of other Final Lap releases. I won't name them all, but you can pause and check them out. The little description up here reads, "It's the final lap and a race to the finish. Collect 40 new characters from the Cars movie, but don't speed by any classics you missed from the first time around." Now, this time, I thought this was going to be the last year for Cars 1 releases, because then they would go on to Cars 2, but in 2013, they started re-releasing Cars 1 cars again. So, kind of a psych out, you know, with this final lap line. They kind of like reneged on it, but it's not a huge deal. It's still kind of like the final lap for only Cars 1 cars. Complete your collection. So I really like this final lap here, and I'm trying to get all the final lap singles in the package. So I guess without any further ado, let's open up this Jay Limo. So like I said earlier, Jay Limo is based on the real-life TV talk show host Jay Leno. And of course, this car right here is supposed to physically resemble Jay Leno himself, and it absolutely does. Jay Leno even voiced Jay Limo in the one scene that he appeared in the first Cars movie, which was right after Mack showed up at the Los Angeles International Speedway without McQueen. So of course, a bunch of different TV networks were giving their thoughts on where McQueen could possibly be and distributing the news that he did not show up at the race like he should have with Mack. Of course, Jay Limo being one of those TV talk show hosts. It was actually pretty funny, and he definitely resembled Jay Leno in real life. I'm not going to show a picture of Jay Leno in this video for like copyright reasons, but you can just look him up on Google, just type it in, and you'll definitely see the resemblance. And it really is in like the chin right here. It's kind of like a longer extended chin, and the hair right here with that kind of like darker gray there. It's kind of hard to see with the light, but you can definitely see that darker gray on top of this silver roof there. So I really like this Jay Limo car right here, even though the expression is just kind of bland. I mean, kind of looks like an alien, kind of like Disney store eyes, if you guys know what I'm talking about. I mean, you just have those two eyeballs floating around in the white space. But, you know, I'm not complaining. It's much better than this lenticular release right here. But I really do like the grille there. Awesome, awesome. On the side here, you can see those rims. Just a really basic car, but the blue is kind of like glittery, as you can see right there. That's a great angle to see the glitter and the sparkle. On the back, he has the two red headlights, or not headlights, taillights, my bad. And now he does not have a license plate, even though there's a spot for a license plate. So that's kind of strange. Been kind of cool if it was like a Jay Leno license plate or Jay Limo, you know, something kind of that relates to Jay Leno, like his birthday, something like that. Exhaust pipes, and there is the base. So of course he's exactly the same as the lenticular release, obviously, except for the eyes. So you got that pose right there where he's looking to the right, and then this one right here where he's looking to the other side. But, you know, sometimes it looks like he has four eyes. And, you know, this is actually one of the better lenticular releases because right there it doesn't look too bad. But there are some that are just absolutely horrible. So that's pretty much all for Jay Limo. I keep wanting to say Jay Leno. They're so easily mixed up. But yeah, he's definitely kind of like a limo, even though he's a little bit smaller than a typical stretch limo. I kind of imagine like one of those Lincoln cars. I think that's the brand where, you know, a lot of limo companies use like a Lincoln car to carry around like couples to the airport and back. And that's definitely what Jay Limo would be. He's not like one of those stretch limos. Although it would be awesome to get a car that's a limo in the movie or as a diecast or both. That would just be awesome. So for comparison, he's actually his own unique model, which makes sense, but I do want to compare him to a couple other cars, just so you guys can kind of get an idea. Here's Vern, another final lap car. I associate these guys a lot. I think they were in the same case back in 2010. Both also had the lenticular releases, which are horrible. As I keep saying, I really don't like them, guys. If you like them, that's okay. That's completely fine, actually. I'm just expressing my opinion. Everyone has the right to their own opinion. Here's Break Boyd, a relatively new release, but he does remind me of Jay Limo, even though he's huge in comparison to Jay Limo. But they're both blue and they kind of have the same like shape, I guess you can say. So there they are. Very, very nice. Last but not least, we have a comparison with Lightning McQueen. So this kind of gives you an idea of how small Jay actually is. McQueen is, you know, your normal average sized car, but Jay is a lot smaller. McQueen is definitely wider and bulkier than Jay is. I kind of feel like Jay should be a little bit bigger, but it's not like unacceptable. He's not like drastically smaller than McQueen, but I feel like he should be just a tad bit bigger. Not a big deal though. And it'd be awesome to see him in Cars 3, but I kind of doubt they'll do that because once you have your first cameo and then you have a second one, it kind of degrades from the first one and takes away from it. So I think he will not appear in Cars 3 because, you know, we'll have our fair share of new cameos in the movie like Chase Elliott and of course all those other racers that NASCAR and Disney and Pixar announced earlier this week, which was awesome. Like super excited about all those new characters that will be making cameos like Mike Joy, and of course Chase Elliott, David Suarez, I'm not entirely sure of the names, I didn't memorize them, but there's like a Shannon Spokes character in the movie based on a real life person, so just absolutely awesome and super excited for the movie. And of course, recently a new trailer dropped, so I'm recording this Sunday night, so after I'm done recording this, I'm gonna start working on my speculation video for the new trailer and kind of break it down for you guys. So that is all for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. And of course, happy birthday, Leo14. I hope you're having a wonderful birthday. Maybe you got some cars or planes for your birthday as well. That would be awesome. Or maybe some money or a phone, you know, something cool. Let me know down below. I'll see you guys next time for another video. Bye now.